Hey people! Life is feeling very surreal right now. We've been doing all the jobs that we've neglected over the past few years to our house as we prepare to rent it out for our epic adventure to the United States doing Camp America with our kids, and then we're returning to travel all over New Zealand. It's been lots of work as we've done these jobs because we've also been trying to work extra to cash up our bank accounts before we quit our jobs and we say goodbye to conventional life. So we've definitely been burning the candle at both ends, but we are ready to go. If you're new here, we are the Leopard family from the beautiful town of Rotorua in New Zealand, and we love living here. It's a town surrounded by natural beauty and with heaps of lakes and beautiful forests and stacks of geothermal activity, and it's all so close to town. We have our three children, Jade, Riley and Toby, and they have only ever lived in this house that we are packing up, this house that is emptying out as we sell our stuff or give it away or finally throw it out. It's fair to say that the kids have mixed emotions about leaving the school that they love. I never liked school as a kid. I barely survived school. In fact, in year 12, I wasn't even allowed to do year 11 work. I was just so far behind. All I looked forward to was the weekends and the holidays. But my kids, they want to go to school after the weekend. They miss school when it's the holidays, even when we're out camping. So saying goodbye to the school and to their friends is a pretty big deal for them. I don't think they quite comprehend how big of a deal this trip that we're taking really is. How much that they're going to love it and learn from it, and all the people and new friends that they're going to make along the way, and especially all the time that they're going to get with their mum and dad. So if you're new here, let me just quickly catch you up. We're going to Camp America for Summer Camps 2022, a camp in the woods with a pool and a lake called Camp Chestnut Ridge in North Carolina. It's been 13 years since me and my wife Sophie were there last, before we even had any kids. Our lives have changed drastically since then. But our kids, they're registered as campers for 12 weeks of summer camps, and me and Soph will be on staff bringing our New Zealand fun and games to share with the campers and the staff. We're looking forward to skipping the New Zealand winter for an American summer, although the New Zealand winter can be beautiful. Saw you paint a picture of a face. We have some time off before, during and after camp to travel and holiday around, so we will look forward to showing you what we get up to while we're in the States. And when we return to New Zealand in September, we will be living full-time in our next-gen caravan, exploring, camping and living off-grid for at least 15 months. How do I know that? Because we've signed our house up on an 18-month contract. So this is time we intend to spend making memories with our kids as they are all growing so fast. We find it hard to believe we already have a 10-year-old, and in another few years our kids will be beginning to make their own lives and spending more time with friends than with their parents and exploring some of their own interests. So we recognise that this is time we will never get back. We want to say goodbye to our busy lives for a while and make some memories. We'd love for this channel to grow. So if you're still here watching, we'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. That way our videos will come up here as we upload them most weeks for you to watch. Anyway, let's get into this week's video. Well, welcome back. It has been a couple of weeks since we've put a video out, not because we haven't been recording, but because we've been getting so many jobs done around this house, plus we've also had COVID here in the house. And me being as healthy as I am, I haven't been managed to catch it yet, but I am going to hold on to some humble pie with that. But we've been getting a lot done. We are like down to, I don't know how many days by the time you watch this until we move out of this house, but it's less than a month from now till we fly out. Today is the 21st of April, and we are out of here on the 18th of May. So time is ticking by really quickly. And a lot of people have commented, we've put that up on Facebook, and a lot of people have said it's good that you've had COVID before you need to travel, which I agree with. But we're feeling a little bit anxious about leaving, you know, we're leaving stability behind to go live in this caravan and hit the road. We're leaving behind, you know, good jobs to go on an adventure. So we've got lots of cool things in store, but we're going to show you a little bit, maybe a little bit boring, but a little bit interesting, and it's a part of our story of what we've been doing to this house so that we can move into this house. And there's been quite a lot going on, so let's get into it. But we never finished this fence. This is another job we need to do. Straight through to the neighbours here, but there is a story, so let me tell you the story. So the neighbour was actually an investor who was buying the house over here as a rental. If you can chip in to pay for some of the materials, that would help, because it's our property is 56 metres, so it's about nearly $3,000 worth of timber in this fence. And he said, I will meet you at Bunnings and I will pay for it myself. I'm not giving you any money. And I said, that's fine. So then he rings me the next day and he says to me, actually, you're not getting $1 out of me unless you change the fence to a fence I want. Well, I'd already built half of the fence. I'm like, mate, you're getting the labour for free. And he said, so you're not getting $1 out of me. So I ended up saying, well, you would never tell from our property. Fence looks like it's finished until you go behind the bushes. So I don't know why he didn't just pay a little bit of money to contribute towards the fence. But he did sell this house, but would have been a bit of an eyesore having up the driveway to an unfinished fence. Another job done. All right, next little job. We had a leak up here a while ago, so I need to replace this. Now I need to find some gyp board and plaster it up. Lucky I'm a plasterer. And ta-da, that is all finished and fixed. We have repainted a lot of things to tidy them up for whoever rents this house out. Sophie cracked into the front and the back deck, which was a big job, and I tackled the roof, which was a lot of preparation before this paint went on. What happened?
Your fault.
Oh well, we are getting through the jobs. Bring on renting it out. Need to just finish this front bit here. The other little job I'm doing is just putting some draft stop along some of the windows, so in the winter you don't have the cold air running inside. Then it was time to burn some of our greenery. What's that happening, Toby? Tell us what's happening.
We're lighting the bonfire.
It's definitely nice to relax around the campfire with our friends, having a couple of cold drinks after a lot of work. These kitchen drawers have been the bane of our life because these children, especially this one, used to use it as their ladder to get up onto the bench to either put a drink up there or to get something off to turn the tap on. They'd just climb on them. They were all broken and they just didn't open and close properly. So I had a builder friend who I do some plastering for. He came along and fixed them all for us. Thank you, Reese. We've also replaced taps, had some lights changed, and our kitchen range hood. And we've been doing all that on top of running a family, a household, and working our own jobs. All right, team, we're getting close to leaving. This is the last big job that I'm doing before we fly out to America. So I'm painting the entire exterior of this house, and I've been fixing up some of these cracks that have all like split up there and repairing them. But it's a bit surreal thinking that work is going to be over soon. Looking forward to it. And then we all got COVID. Boy. And I'm speaking to you now with COVID. Clearly I'm just too healthy and I just keep getting negatives. Famous last words, eh? I'm day 2 of COVID positive.
I just finished isolation.
Jade's just finished her isolation. But as you can see in this video, it's been pretty busy around the Leopard household. Getting COVID has definitely delayed some things, but it rained all week last week, so it was a good chance to stay at home, I guess.
It's never convenient to have COVID.
No.
I don't recommend getting it.
So it means it's going to make it a little bit easier for the airports, but also I think we don't have to worry now about catching COVID before we go to the airport. But there's still lots to do. Like, we've got this whole house to clean. We've still got a lot of stuff in here. Some of it's been allocated to go to some of our friends who want stuff. We've got some stuff we're going to take to Napier. to my mum's. We've had our Easter travel plans were cancelled, and we were supposed to go to Napier this weekend, just gone, and then we've all had COVID, and then I've got it, so we've delayed that. We want to go and say like goodbye or see you to our family there. So yeah.
I think we're kind of like in that place where we're less than, I think we've got like 11 days left here out Aotearoa, and so
Yeah.
kind of in that space of the last this, the last that, the last everything. Like today I went for a walk at the forest, probably was my last walk at the redwoods, and yeah, finding time to meet up with people and say a proper goodbye, and that matters for our kids as well, because leaving is a pretty big deal for them. So we're going to have hopefully a bit of a gathering on Saturday after our COVID has left the house, and then I think we're going to have a crack at doing another live.
Yes, we're going to go live on Sunday. Some of you will probably have some questions about our American plans, and hopefully we'll have some answers for you. And just about our travel when we come back. We've been looking at some holiday options for when we're in the States, because we've got like a week before we start at camp. We've got a week in the middle of the summer that they're giving us off, and we've got about 11 days after camp, which we're trying to think about what we might like to do. We're thinking maybe fly into Las Vegas and hire a rental car and go out into the desert. The desert in the United States is a fascinating place. It is amazingly beautiful there. But anyway, we've got lots of cool things coming up. So we will say goodbye to you for now, and we'll see you in the next video. Next video, we probably won't be living in this house anymore.
I can't wait.
And
I get like
Yeah.
incredible butterflies every time I think
so
about
are
it.
we doing the right thing? But yeah, no.
Everyone
it's-
always tells us, oh, you're doing such a cool thing.
Yeah, you're so brave.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit brave, a little bit too brave maybe. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, then make sure follow along on our journeys. Check out a couple of other videos, and we'll see you before we fly. We've got a camping trip booked in when we're out of this house. So
stay safe.
Bye.
Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now.